Hi guys, welcome back. This is Go Time with Showtime. This is your first time stopping by my channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, like always guys, you know how we do. Today we're going to talk about a story out of Baltimore. This story is about 12-year-old Jalen Richards. Now, Jalen Richards was gunned down on April 15th. And his grandma did an interview. And I just want to let you guys hear this interview. And I'm going to come back and talk about it like always. I'll see all you guys back here in a sec.
The reporting from a mother sharing her son's experience with the goal of turning things around.
First, Keith Daniels is live after hearing from the family of yet another young life lost in Baltimore. Keith.
Wakai Anitra Jones, the grandmother of 12-year-old Jalen Richards, talked to me about a battle that she and her daughter, Jalen's mother, were fighting. A battle to help keep Jalen safe. But tonight, it was a battle they lost.
My grandson was killed like a dog in the street.
The poignant pain of a grandmother. Anitra Jones reeling over the shooting death of her grandson, 12-year-old Jalen Richards. Jones talking openly tonight about her grandson and the troubles that knocked on the family's door with a tight grip on the boy.
Jalen has gotten caught up with the wrong people out there older than him, doing things that they made him do, and once you in, you can't get out situation. He was doing things that a child his age shouldn't.
Like what?
Carjacking. They had him carjacking. These older children, Jalen don't know how to drive. He was just hanging along for the ride.
Perhaps a very costly ride. Someone gunned down Jalen at about 9 o'clock Saturday night. It happened on Mizell Court in the Westport Homes public housing community where Jalen lived. Police Commissioner Michael Harrison says they recovered what appears to be assault rifle casings on the ground after the shooting. Investigators are releasing few details about exactly what happened, but they say the boy was struck several times with bullets while running away. The suspect still on the loose. Jalen's grandmother confirming her grandson was wearing an ankle bracelet on house arrest the night he was killed. The victim, she says, of the crowd he chose.
Yes, it got my grandson killed. These older kids out here that he was dealing with got my grandson killed. They took advantage of him. They still here. They still here. They can hug their grandma. They can hug their mother. I would never, ever be able to touch him again and tell him how much I love him. And it's heartbreaking.
Jones saddened by her loss, but angry over accountability, with choice words for the mayor and City State's Attorney, Ivan Bates.
Where are these kids getting these guns from? The mayor, the commissioner, Ivan Bates, none of them have reached out to my family yet about this. But they on TV saying this about a child, that about this child. What are they going to do about these guns these children keep picking up in their hands?
Hi guys, welcome back. You saw that news article and it's sad and it's disturbing because 12-year-old Jalen Richards lost his life. And it's how he lost his life. They shot this baby up with an assault rifle. That was pure hate. Now, it is said that Jalen fell into hanging with the wrong crowds. He was hanging with people older than him, making him do things, carjacking. At the time that he was gunned down, he was on house arrest. Now, I have to ask questions. Why was he outside when he's supposed to have been on house arrest? And then obviously it was at nighttime. Why wasn't he in the house? You control as a parent who your kids hang around with. You teach your kids right from wrong from the age where they could get to walking and talking. You as the parent stay right there on their butts, teaching them everything. I did. I have 4 boys and a girl. And I'm going to tell y'all a story. I went to Rent-A-Center one day. My kids are quiet and my kids are well respectable. But when I get in front of people and my focus is somewhere else, every kid does this. They try to get over. So I was in there signing for some furniture. They sit down at the table, but they playing. I'm telling them to stop playing. I told them at least 3 times. Then somebody asked, can they go to the bathroom? 3 of them went to the bathroom, ages 3, 5, and 7. They went to the bathroom. True story. Came back. All 3 walked past me. Sat down. Didn't say a word. Immediately as a parent, I put the fucking pen down. Something's wrong. I've been asking these kids to sit down since I came in here. Now they doing it. I made them all get up. All 3 of them. Told them empty their pockets. Now, Rent-A-Center used to have this thing where they blow up balloons and they have them hanging on stuff in the store or outside the store. They had balloons in their pockets. At this time, Rent-A-Center was attached to this Fiesta parking lot, and everybody that probably have been to a Fiesta parking lot knows it has security go in a Fiesta parking lot. So I tell the worker, go get the police, go get the security out there. So the security man come in, I meet him at the door. At this point, I done told my kids they going to jail for stealing. Told the man to play it off with me. He walks in, they in tears. They boo-hooing, crying. I told them, I don't care. Y'all want to steal, go to jail. I never had that problem again. And people might call me a horrible parent for that. I had someone tell me, why did I do that? I traumatized them kids. I'd rather I traumatize them than the cop beat them to death. Somebody shoot them in the face for stealing their shit. I don't care what kind of traumatize I did to them. It worked. I don't have that problem. And as far as who my kids hang with, when they go somewhere, I need to meet the parent. I need to physically talk to the parent. I need to have this parent number so me and this parent can communicate on what my kids doing. My kids have iPhones. I know where they at. You call me overboard. Too many things are happening. I'd rather my kids be safe, and it seems like I'm overprotective, than them be laying out in the street somewhere dead and I don't know what happened. Now, another thing is, the grandma said it was a battle that her and the mama was fighting. Anything could have happened, you could have moved away. My kids grew up in the hood. And like they say, they grew up in the ghetto. Ghetto hoods, I think they all the same. But one thing I wanted to change was my kids' surrounding. I go to the corner store. What do I see? Bums and young men. No jobs, nothing to do, just up there chilling like that's an everyday work for them, hanging out at the stove. You know what I told myself? I don't want my kids to grow up in this environment, because I don't want my kids to think this is what you do. I got a second job. I'm a single parent now. I got a second job. And I took me and my kids to Spring. That was the first place we moved, was Spring. If anybody from Houston, they know what Spring at. From Spring, I went to the Woodlands. I was the only one out there so far that I didn't even have visitors in my family come and see me. They told me I was too far. Friends told me I was too far. But guess what? I was out there where the schools taught better. It was quiet. It was peaceful. I didn't see bums hanging around. and I didn't see no negative stuff when I walked outside. I'll take that. I would take that. If I gotta work my fingers to the bone to get my kids away from what I came from, that's what I did. Because guess what? My kids' life was more to me than me staying right here in the hood for something cheap. My kids matters. I love my kids. I'm not saying that they didn't love their kids, but take credibility. It's not the mayor and all these other people's fault you fault. They didn't grow up in the mayor house. They grew up in your house. Now you want to ask the mayor where the kids getting the guns. Guns are everywhere. Somebody shoot, somebody toss the gun. There go a gun right there. It's family members got guns in their house. Kids are mischievous. They sneak it out the house. Same way with drugs. Drugs come in here 24/7 in and out the states. It's not these people's fault. They can't be everywhere. They can't control everything. What can be controlled is how you raise your kid and what you install in your child. Me, this was our routine. We get up in the morning. First thing we watch is Blue's Clues. I don't know how many people know about Blue's Clues, but it's a man with a little cartoon dog that teaches stuff. From there, we watch Little Bill, little black boy. From Little Bill, Franklin, the turtle. And from Franklin the turtle, we watch Noonette the clown sometime. We all do the little 10-second tidy, cleaning up the house. Now, I control what they watched. I control what they hear. My kids know more country songs, more Myra Cyrus and all them type songs. Whitney Houston old songs. My kids can sing blues to you at the ages they are now. And I still got two here, 17 and 15. And the songs they sing and all the old school Aaliyah and Brandy and all that they play, that's what I taught my kids. Now, do they listen to the rap music that's on the radio? They do. I catch them every now and then. But they also listens more to the songs they grew up on than the songs that's playing on the radio now. So it's all comes from what you teach your child while they're growing up. What kind of things you exploit your kid to. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I'm not saying my kids are better than anybody. I'm just saying I took accountability for everything that went on around me. And I changed what I did not like. I changed my surroundings. I changed who they hung with. If it was a kid they hung with that I didn't approve of, they're not hanging with that kid no more. I'm so sorry. No. While my kids grew up, I used to have kids come to my house. So one day I had to ask a kid, was his mama looking for him? It was going on 10 o'clock at night on a school night, and this little boy was still at my house. And you know what he told me? No. I got in my car with this little boy because I wasn't going to make him walk back home, because he did walk over my house. And I drove him to his house. And I let his mama know, hey, he was at my house. Did she care? I maybe she did, maybe she don't. I don't know. Hadn't my other kids' other friends. Because my kids used to have so much stuff because I worked to try to at least give them everything I did not have growing up in life, because I grew up very poor. So I had got my kids a Wii made. And in this Wii that I still got, this thing holds 800 and some games. I got it modified for them. I had a kid tell me, you must love your kids. You got all these games for them. You really love your kids. That right there stuck with me. It stuck with me because this is what this kid felt at the age of 10. From then on, that little boy would come to my house, I'll leave him there. I'll call around to his mama's house, or I'll walk around there and tell her, hey, your son at my house. And he with my kids, can he spend the weekend? Because I don't know what was going on at home, but I at least wanted to show this child something different. When I took my kids out to Chuck E. Cheese, or what's the other one, bowling, main event, everything like that, I always included this kid. So his mama, she had 11 kids, told me, my son talks about you all the time and your kids. I'm so glad that y'all take him everywhere with y'all, because she couldn't do it. At least somebody could show him something different. And I moved away from there. I moved away and went over to Spring, and that little boy ended up getting shot at the age of 13. Devastated, because I felt like, had I still been there, or had we still been around him, that would never happen to him, because my kids was a big influence on him. And I taught my kids not to be followers, to be leaders. Can nobody tell you what to do? You are your own person, sir. Can nobody make you do anything? When they used to get in trouble with school, playing with their friends, oh, he did that. I don't care what he did. I care what you did. You're my son. That ain't my son. You don't do what somebody else do. You don't follow what somebody else follow. The thing is, you be by yourself, because you can only tell on you. I always tell my kids, can't nobody tell on you but you. People you hang with means you no good sometimes. Some people just hang with you just because. Now, guys, I'm going to end it on that note. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about little Jalen Richards. Remember, leave comments in my description box below. Remember, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see all you guys back here in my next video.